Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius is warning residents about a spike in scam text messages posing as his office or the DMV. The messages threaten license suspension or registration cancellation. Officials say do not respond, click links, or share any personal information. A measure in the Illinois House would require Latin American history to be taught in elementary and high schools. The proposal aims to highlight Latino contributions to U.S. and Illinois history. If approved, the curriculum could begin as soon as the next school year. Illinois State Police say all 169 emergency call centers statewide have transitioned to Next Generation 911. The upgrade replaces the old voice system with an internet-based network to improve accuracy and response times. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Illinois State Police say all 169 emergency call centers statewide have transitioned to Next Generation 911. The upgrade replaces the old voice system with an internet-based network to improve accuracy and response times. A measure in the Illinois House would require Latin American history to be taught in elementary and high schools. The proposal aims to highlight Latino contributions to U.S. and Illinois history. If approved, the curriculum could begin as soon as the next school year. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius is warning residents about a spike in scam text messages posing as his office or the DMV. The messages threaten license suspension or registration cancellation. Officials say do not respond, click links, or share any personal information. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With a Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. Starting this afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely with a high near 71. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 35 and a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Looking ahead to Wednesday, a chance of rain showers with a high near 42. Currently, it's 70 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
The Live Like Roo Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Roo, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Roo is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRoo.org. Again, livelikeRoo.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome in, folks, to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We're serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. We hope that you are enjoying this morning. I know it is definitely overcast skies today. It's definitely very rainy outside indeed. So if you are planning on doing some driving, maybe you're on your lunch break, maybe you're taking the day off, you're doing some errands, whatever the case might be. Maybe you're retired, maybe you're not working, whatever the case. We hope you're enjoying this day. It is definitely overcast and rainy today. In fact, our conversation story of the day is going to be discussing a little bit about rain. Can rain cause depression? Plus 4 ways to relieve those rainy day blues. We'll talk a little bit about that and more coming up into the later part of the 11 o'clock segment. Right now, we usually go through our usuals. You know how it goes. We go through the Elgin weather. We take a look at some of the traffic reports. We see some sunny skies, inspirational stories, our word of the day, our random interesting food and or drink fact that we like to talk about. And then we kind of dive into the National Day calendar, see what is a day to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy. During the first part of the 12 o'clock hour, I will be doing a spin the wheel coming up today at the 12 o'clock segment. And we are going to be talking about some good Mexican food to get on a Taco Tuesday today. It is a Taco Tuesday, so of course, I do want to talk a little bit about maybe recognizing one place here in the Fox River Valley area that is a Mexican restaurant that does offer some delicious food. And I have created a wheel of some of the names of some of these great places that you can go to. So that'll be coming up during the 12 o'clock segment. Stay tuned for that. We also do have our 12:30 segment of Tradio. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. If you didn't hear the announcement earlier today, we are playing the Fox Sports. How exciting is this? This is going to be coming up. We are looking forward to it, and we hope that you are too. WRMN becoming, of course, member of the Fox Sports team there in terms of playing Fox Sports on that AM 1410 dial. We will definitely be getting you more information on that as time allows, so stay tuned for that. That'll be starting on that AM 1410 dial pretty soon, starting into sometime next week, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to show you the picture here so I can show it to you on the screen if I can extract the file page here. All right, we got a couple good options here that we might be working with. So Some good ones that were made by Dennis Sonar Green. That is the Fox Sports AM 1410, Fox River Valley, WRMN. We're very excited. We hope you are too. That'll be coming up, playing on the stick. It'll be starting around the 9 o'clock segment there. So still, of course, the great local programming that you'll be able to listen to and watch on the YouTube side of things, youtube.com/WRMN radio. So stay tuned for more information as we get to it. Of course, you are listening to Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for both joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, we use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to the activities that you love. And that's not all. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services mean you'll have that expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you again, of course, as always, to St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Don't forget, of course, you can find a provider. Check out all the services that are available. Careers, too, if you are looking to help those in need. They have a list of some of the most common medical services, including, of course, everything that is alphabetical. So emergency, rehabilitation, urology, trauma center, primary stroke center, and more. So check it out for more information, all posted onto their website. That's stjosephelgin.com. Taking a look at the weather and temperatures, we are currently, at least recently posted an hour ago by the National Weather Service, under a severe thunderstorm watch. The National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch 78 in effect until 5 p.m. CDT and 6 p.m. EDT this afternoon for the following areas of Illinois to watch. And let's go through and see what we have here for the specific areas. I'll pull up a little map here so you'll be able to also see it if you are watching on the YouTube side of things. So it does look like, of course, there is some of the potential hail that we could be seeing, some wind and lightning. Now, currently it is raining lightly right now. It was raining a little bit more heavily, say about 10 minutes ago. If you do go look at this particular map that I have up here, you can see that, of course, Chicago is affected. The Fox River Valley area is also affected as well, too. So that is what we are seeing, at least with the severe weather and temperatures for the day today. You can also take a look at the map. The Google map does have it available, too. It has the severe thunderstorm watch that we are seeing with, in red in that box, the predicted area, the affected area, actually more so to say correctly, and that includes a lot of the Fox River Valley area. So again, the following areas include Illinois, Central Illinois, Livingston, East Central Illinois, DeKalb, Cook County, Kane County as well. So of course, where we are, as expected. So again, if you want to check it out, you can find it on Google, or also, of course, go to the Elgin weather that you can find under, of course, the different services. So the Weather Channel, AccuWeather, and more. We can take a little look-see here at the 10-day forecast, see what's going on. Again, we are in that severe thunderstorm watch until 5 o'clock today. Now, don't forget also, starting at 5:30, we do have, or Food for Greater Elgin has the Pallet to Pallet event. That'll be coming up at 5:30 until 8:30. We are excited. I am looking forward to going. Tickets are printed out. We're ready to go, and we're excited to be a part of that here with Food for Greater Elgin. I'm going to be trying lots of food, too, so I made sure to make some room for myself. High of 67 degrees is predicted for the day today. Current temperatures right now, if I do look at my phone, we have on the radar at 67 at our high right now, feeling a little bit more like 60 degrees. So not too much of a difference. It is, again, overcast, cloudy. We are seeing some rain, but it has started to kind of stop a little bit right now, so it can kind of go back and forth, back and forth. Cloudy with a low near 35 for tonight. Heading on into Wednesday, we do see a high of 44, considerable amount of cloudiness and colder. Dropping down to 38, that full moon comes in bloom with rain. It's supposed to be a pink moon outside for April 1st. Heading on into April 2nd, it is a Thursday this week. A high of 71 is in that accumulation of some rain, about 80%, with a low of 44, continuing to rain as well. Friday rolls around. We start to see a little bit of a clearing in the morning, partly to mostly cloudy, though, with a low of 41 for Friday night. Chance of rain rolling through again. It took a little hiatus, and now it's back again. Continuing on into the weekend for Saturday, rain predicted throughout pretty much the majority of Saturday. Occasional light rain tapering into a few showers late with a high of 50, dropping down to 31 as our low coming up for Saturday night. Heading on into Sunday, the 5th of April, we see a high of 49, considerable clouds early, some decrease in some clouds later in the day, dropping down to 30 as our low, mostly clear skies coming up for Sunday night. Monday rolls around, a high of 56, sunshine and clouds mixed, dropping down to 40 with some partially cloudy skies. And then Tuesday, the 7th of April, a week from today, partly to mostly cloudy with a few clouds coming through for later in night. At the nighttime, that's a high of 51 and a low of 33 degrees. So again, those showers continuing on pretty much throughout the rest of this week and into the weekend. Next week starting to clear up a little bit, and then the following week after that, some more showers accumulating during those times. Speaking of times here, it is 16 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN. We'll take a little look here at our Sunny Skies inspirational story. Despite it being overcast today, you can always have a fun sunny sky day with some inspirational stories. Got a couple for you, some sweet short ones today. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Hi, this is Sherry Aschenbrenner, Vice President of Dementia Friendly Elgin Area. Everyone knows somebody living with dementia. Caregivers and friends of those with dementia are always welcome at our Elgin Area Memory Cafe, always the second Tuesday of every month at 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the South Elgin Public Works Building, 1000 Bowes Road in South Elgin. Also, Dementia Friendly Elgin Area gives free 20-minute dementia awareness trainings to local businesses, church groups, to bunco groups. Just invite us. If you'd like to get put on Sherry's senior email blast list, please email us at dfelist@gmail.com. Also, you can go and visit our website at dementiafriendlyelginarea.org.
Tune in to Sherry's Senior Moments radio show on the second Thursday of each month at 9:05 a.m. until 10 a.m. on WRMN AM 1410, WRMN Radio app, or WRMN Radio on YouTube. That's Sherry's Senior Moments, providing resources and information for our seniors in the community.
Is back or neck pain keeping you from living the life you love? At St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, our spine specialists help patients get back to moving, working, and enjoying life again, often with minimally invasive treatments and faster recovery. The care you need, the expertise you trust, right here in your community. Visit stjosephelgin.com to schedule a consultation. St. Joseph Hospital, celebrating 125 years of compassionate care.
America's First Responders Fest began as a simple idea to honor the heroes who serve our community every day. Thanks to the incredible support of the Village of Hampshire, especially Village President Mike Reed, Village Manager Jay Hedges, and Karen Stuhler. This year, that idea came to life. From local residents to small businesses, Hampshire opened its heart to America's First Responders Fest. The support was overwhelming. A true celebration of unity, gratitude, and community pride.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low, and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Here's your inspirational story of the day today by an anonymous user posted today. Saved a stranger from receiving an expensive parking ticket, this user writes. I had lunch on a patio the other day and noticed a bylaw officer working down the street checking meters. There was an SUV right across from the patio's time was up and the meter was flashing time expired in red. I walked over and quickly topped it up, which made it jump back to 30 minutes. I saw the owner, a guy carrying a sleeping toddler, walk up to the car just as the officer reached the space. The look of, oh, thank God, on his face when he saw the green light on the meter was priceless. So a nice little one there. And then here's a nice little short one as well, too, that was recently posted by an anonymous user. Someone stayed on the phone with my mom in a parking lot is the title of this story. A while back, my mom got turned around driving in an area she didn't know well. She isn't good with Google Map or anything of that sort, so whatever reason, it all hit her at once. She pulled into a parking lot, got overwhelmed, and called the number of a nearby business sign just to ask for directions because she was too flustered to think straight. The woman who answered could have just told her where to turn and hung up, but instead she stayed on the phone with her for several minutes, calmly walking her through each step and waiting while she repeated it back. At one point, she even said, "You're okay, don't rush. We'll get you there," she said. Very nice. My mom told me later that the directions helped, obviously, but what really got her was the woman could hear that she was panicking and chose patience instead of irritation. It cost her basically nothing, but my mom still talks about her like she threw her a rope. Yeah, it's a nice story there. Being patient with someone who's in need. I know sometimes it can be frustrating if they're freaking out and stuff like that, but very good to choose patience instead of irritation in those types of situations. So nice little inspirational stories to continue on your morning today. It is the lunchtime here, so of course, let's chew on this, the little segment where we like to chew on, talk a little bit about, and dissect something interesting when it comes to food and or drinks. And today, it's in relation to a drink. A couple drinks, actually. Apparently in China, according to this random fact, this is fungenerators.com, the wealthy often mix Coca-Cola with red wine to make it taste better. Now that sounds like something maybe I should try out doing. I don't know. Does that tamper with the wine? Maybe if it's a cheap wine, it's not too bad, right? I mean, you're not going to get a $200 bottle of wine and put Coca-Cola in it, unless maybe you want to. But at least when it comes to maybe a cheaper red wine, maybe a $10 glass of or $10 bottle of wine, yeah, you can probably get away with that, of course. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. Maybe I should try that Coca-Cola. Should I do cherry Coca-Cola with that? Maybe like a cherry wine? I don't know. But that's apparently what happens in China. Wealthy often mix Coca-Cola with red wine to make it taste a little better. Now, with this being said, there is actually a drink that is a red wine and Coca-Cola drink. And it's actually a very popular Spanish cocktail. It is called the Calimorax. Excuse me. Hang on a sec. I got to slow down and try to pronounce this correctly. Calamacho. Well, that's easy enough. Calamacho. Okay, cool. Calamacho. The Calamacho, excuse me. Calamacho is a popular Spanish cocktail made by mixing equal parts red wine and Coca-Cola over ice, often with a squeeze of lemon. I add a little lemon in there. Originating in the Basque region, this refreshing, low ABV drink uses inexpensive dry red wine to balance the sweetness of the cola. It was originally popularized in the 1970s at festivals in Elgin, Spain, as a way to use inexpensive or turning wine. Now, here's the recipe for this one. You get 4-ounce dry red wine like a Rioja or Tempranillo, and then you add 4 ounces of Coca-Cola, some ice, and a lemon wedge. So you get a little bit of some flavor in there, a little mixture. Here's the profile of the flavor. It's similar to a simple sangria. The wine cuts the sweetness of the Coke, resulting in a refreshing, slightly tannic, sweet mixture, which I think is, I would say, a pretty nice mixture there, if I do say so myself. It already sounds pretty good. Now, there are some different variations. Some versions add a little dash of orange bitters or a splash of blackberry liqueur. That sounds pretty good. And how you can serve it? Well, typically served in a tall glass, a highball packed with ice. So this sounds like a pretty good one that you can try out. It looks like this is actually nothing new. This has been around for a while. A little bit of a mix of some red wine and some Coca-Cola. Give it a try. Check it out. Maybe Try It Tuesday is the way to go on a Taco Tuesday, but also a Try It Tuesday today. So that's an interesting fact there. An interesting drink. I might have to give it a try. You can try some different options as well. Check out the recipe. Real easy to check it out. You can find it on the spruceeats.com and some other featured ones that are available out there. So that's red wine and the Coca-Cola drink recipe. I think I'm going to have to try it out and get back to you on that. Or maybe you have tried it before and you enjoy it. Let's take a look here at the word of the day. It is an adjective, and it is genteel. So you think of the word gentle. This is genteel. Now, genteel actually doesn't necessarily mean gentle. Genteel actually means of or relating to people who have high social status is what it actually means. And it can be used as a somewhat old-fashioned synonym for aristocratic as well. It can be also used to describe something with a quietly appealing or polite quality as the genteel manner. So I guess you could say gentle as well, too. Something polite, well-mannered, things like that. So for an example in a sentence, their genteel upbringing shaped the way they viewed the world. Yes, genteel, again, of or relating to people who have high social status. Maybe you had relatives, maybe you did a family history thing and you found some pretty high uppers up there, some genteel family members. Or, of course, again, also be used to describe something with a quietly appealing or polite quality. Maybe there is a particular decoration in your home. Maybe you, growing up, went to your great aunt Alice's home, and it was a beautiful Victorian home built in 1892, and she lived in the home, and there were lots of genteel items that were there, appealing and politely put on display in the parlor or something like that. So that is the word of the day today, genteel. Depending on how you use it, it can be used in many different ways, but that is what it is today on March 31st. Genteel. A good way to get out of the month of March as we hop on into April, too. Remember, you are listening to WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We hope that you are enjoying this lovely day today. I know it is overcast, but don't let that stop you from having a good day. We appreciate, of course, people tuning in. We appreciate our sponsors. We have, of course, St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. We'll talk more a little bit further into the National Day calendar coming up into the next segment. And then we'll discuss our conversation story of the day. Can rain cause depression? Plus 4 ways to relieve those rainy day blues. Now, this conversation story is not actually from theconversation.com. It is from healthline.com. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Going into our 12 o'clock segment, I do have a Taco Tuesday wheel that I made up on the wheelofnames.com. And I just typed in some of the different restaurants that you can find locally here in the Fox River Valley area that do offer some good tacos and Mexican flair that you can enjoy. We'll spin the wheel and see which one we're going to talk about today. And then, of course, we do have our Tradio segment at 12:30, followed by more things happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. I'll make sure to promote, again, the Pallet to Pallet event, which we here at WRMN are going to be out at, coming up at 5:30, running until 8:30. We're excited to see you there. You'll still have time to get those tickets at the door because they're off the online side of things. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. A measure in the Illinois House would require Latin American history to be taught in elementary and high schools. The proposal aims to highlight Latino contributions to U.S. and Illinois history. If approved, the curriculum could begin as soon as the next school year. Illinois Secretary of State Alexei Janulius is warning residents about a spike in scam text messages posing as his office or the DMV. The messages threaten license suspension or registration cancellation. Officials say do not respond, click links, or share any personal information. Illinois State Police say all 169 emergency call centers statewide have transitioned to Next Generation 911. The upgrade replaces the old voice system with an internet-based network to improve accuracy and response times. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of fella who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Yeah! Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 5 this evening for the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely with a high near 71. Tonight, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, with a low around 35. Currently, it's 66 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We hope that you're enjoying this morning here as it is 35 past the hour right now here on Out to Lunch and within the Elgin and Fox River Valley area. Time-wise, of course, Again, we are still in that severe thunderstorm watch until 5 p.m. tonight. That is the central time. Again, if you want to check out more information on that, you can keep up to date on your phone, tablet, laptop, or computer. Or, of course, you can also go to the Weather Channel at weather.com. AccuWeather is also good to go to, just depending on what kind of visually works for you that way. Let's take a look here and see what the national days are today. We've got a couple different ones here, some very different ones indeed, some interesting contrasts. For, of course, those who look forward to a very important day, especially if you are a teenager in high school, it is National Prom Day today. Yes, honoring the friendship, cherished memories, and celebrations of the history, joy, and excitement of this milestone event and what it brings. This day celebrates a special time in everyone's life, especially for teenagers out there. It's a time filled with fashion, friendship, and fun. But at times, safety, peer pressure, and insecurity go along with it too. That is why building a community that encourages confidence, empowerment, individuality, and inner beauty is so important. It's also why we celebrate young adults all around the world. In 2016, the celebration proudly supported Students Against Destructive Decisions, also known as SAD. This organization shares common values, and it is a long-standing champion in educating young people. While their core focus remains on traffic safety, it also has expanded on its mission to include substance abuse, suicide, depression, bullying, violence, body image, and more. Another focus of this event is supporting youth in need. That's why the observance also promotes the giving programs that are available out there too. The day encourages all generations to share prom photos, bring out photos from years past, and share them on social media. I know I've got some pictures out there too on the Facebook side of things. So again, there's that. That's National Prom Day today. Make sure that you're careful out there as well too. I know peer pressure is something that a lot of us have gone through before in school. You're pressured to look a certain way, to act a certain way, to say certain things, to be popular, or whatever the case might be. But remember that individuality is important too. So definitely good for that. But that is National Prom Day today, recognized on this day. For the kids and the young at heart, it is also National Crayon Day. Whether you say crayon or crayon, whether you say caramel or caramel, however fancy you might say it, or more casual on the side of things, you can pick up your favorite colors today for National Crayon Day. Opening up a box of crayons opens up a world of imagination and hours of fun. In 1903, Binney and Smith created the Crayola division and produced colored wax crayons for children for the first time. Then in 1904, they presented their Onduseptic chalk at the Columbian Exposition in St. Louis, winning a gold medal. The chalk was designed to be dustless, as many teachers have requested that, and it was, of course, an immediate success. So, of course, there's quite a bit of some rich history, some colorful history when it comes to the crayons. And, of course, they are wax and chalk-based crayons. They've been used by artists around the world for centuries. And, again, we just talked a little bit about Binney and Smith. Edwin Binney created the brightly colored crayons we're familiar with. He was in part owner of Binney and Smith, a company that produced products such as paint, pigments, and slate pencils for schools. So that is National Crayon Day today. Now, I think I did look this up last year. What is the rarest crayon in the world? At least the color, the rarest color. Now, according to AI, there's a couple different ones here. So we'll have to do what we can with this. I got to see. Yeah, apparently Tickle Me Pink is a very rare one. The rarest Crayola crayons are often retired, mislabeled, or limited edition, with Torch Red in 1998 and the hyphenated Tickle Me Pink, which is considered among the most coveted by collectors. Other rare finds include the 2017 retired Dandelion, early 1903 Indian Red, and early 1990s 64-pack colors. You can buy a Tickle Me Pink crayon on eBay for $75. If that is worth it to you, so be it. And it even said 18 people viewed this today. So I don't know if other people were celebrating National Crayon Day today And, well, I would think so. And they viewed this today. So there you go, folks. So if you want to get your sales up on the crayons, do it today on National Crayon Day. They've got some interesting rare crayons. And the colors, too. I always enjoyed having crayons as a kid. Very nice. Another one, too, is light blue and sky blue. I think I did read this one last year, if I remember. They have some other ones, too. You can even get macaroni and cheese. They have a macaroni and cheese colored crayon, I guess. That's kind of interesting. They've got a couple other ones that you can check out, too, with some interesting names, interesting colors, things like that as well. You will not find a crayon that is the green, what is it? Disney has a color that is patented. So they own the color. Like, you cannot make the color or you'll get sued. Like, it's like it's a specific type of green that they have that they use to blend buildings together in the backgrounds. That's a specific green color that no one else can use. Like, you can't use it. They have it like copyrighted. So interesting, but that's not to do with crayons, but with color. So it is National Crayon Day today. Let's see some other days recognized. It is the National Tater Day today. Of course, this is providing all kinds of potatoes out there, providing us with essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. Potatoes are quite versatile, which might explain why so many people like them. I am definitely a meat and potatoes type person for sure. First off, of course, you can cook them, bake them, fry them. There's lots of different ways. Plus, baked potatoes, of course, you can bake them twice with all sorts of delicious toppings twice. Secondly, you can boil them. So there's lots of different ways. Hash browns, tater tots, French fries, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, potato salads, potato pancakes, all that good stuff. So that is a day recognized today. And of course, there's lots of different ways that you can make and bake and cook and use the potatoes. Another food recognized day today is National Clams on the Half Shell Day recognized, offering the clam lovers a day to celebrate one of the world's most unique dishes, and one that I personally am not interested in trying. Hard shell clams. There are people out there that do like clams, and that's totally fine. I have never tried one before, and I personally don't think I would like to try one. I just don't. They just don't look very appetizing for me personally. I will say they look fancy. They look fancy. I will say that. Especially if there's a little pearl in there, I guess you could say too. But those are some national days today. You can check this out and find more on the nationaltoday.calendar.com. That's nationaltoday.calendar.com. You can also check out tomorrow's days. National Day Passover begins coming up tomorrow. There's a couple other days that are recognized tomorrow as well, so you can stay tuned for that. The time is approaching 44 past the hour here shortly. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about our conversation story of the day today. As we know, it is a rainy day outside, and sometimes that can cause maybe a little bit of some blues or some sadness. Can rain cause actual depression? Plus, 4 ways to relieve those rainy day blues. We'll talk a little bit about that of this article from healthline.com. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. Since 1960, Fox Valley Fire and Safety has been dedicated to caring for our customers and protecting our community. What began in a family basement with just 2 employees has grown into a team of more than 300, supported by nearly 200 service vehicles. But our mission has never changed. We're here to keep the people and businesses we serve safe. Our service technicians are available 24/7, 365 days a year across Northern Illinois because your safety can't wait. To learn more, visit foxvalleyfire.com or call 847-695-5990. A proud member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, supporting the local business community.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child, to give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. A neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, our specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to get more information. So thank you again to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, as we know, it's a rainy day outside. The rain has kind of stopped a little bit, so it's kind of died down a little. It's supposed to come back eventually a little bit later today. But can rain cause depression? This is an interesting conversation we've got today from healthline.com. This was written by Courtney Taloyan on June 28, 2022, and medically reviewed by Dr. Jacqueline Johnson. So let's talk a little bit about this and see what this article has to say. If gray clouds and drizzly skies make you feel more tired or sad than usual, you're not the only one. In a 2020 study, researchers found people were more likely to report symptoms of depression during cloudy or overcast weather. Now, that was a study done at the Peking University by the Journal of Psychiatric Research. So they did that research back in 2020. Evidence also links rain to mood changes that could affect anything from how you vote. 2018 research suggests it made people less likely to vote for change. How you perceive customer service at a restaurant. But can rain go as far as cause depression? Well, not exactly, according to this article. It is more accurate to say that rain can contribute to low moods as well as seasonal depression. Read on a little bit more here, which is what I'm doing right now, to talk a little bit more about this. So what is the connection? Since depression is a mental health condition involving specific diagnostic criteria, rain is very unlikely to directly cause an episode of depression. According to the most recent edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, 5th edition, depression involves symptoms like feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and emptiness, fatigue or lack of energy, feelings of guilt or diminished self-worth, thoughts of suicide, or changes in sleep and appetite. And of course, for a diagnosis of the depression, you must have experienced these symptoms on most days for at least 2 weeks. So there are some major depressive disorders with seasonal pattern. You might also know this type of major depression as a seasonal depression or seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD. Seasonal depression involves depression symptoms, of course, during seasonal times and certain times of the year, usually when it's dark, if it's wet, or if it's very cold outside. Less commonly, people also experience seasonal depression during the sunniest parts of the year. If you've heard the Lana Del Rey song, Summertime Sadness, is another one too. Some people do get summertime depression as well, or just, a little bit of some sadness. Living with seasonal depression means that you're more likely to experience negative effects on your mood as a result of weather, especially as the seasons change. A 2017 study suggests a blend of weather-related factors may contribute to seasonal depression through dips in sunlight and serotonin levels. But rain can still have an impact as well, too. Doesn't have to be a seasonal depression diagnosis. Christine Barrett, a clinical psychologist in Washington State, said, quote, while there are those who meet the criteria for seasonal affective disorder, most people will feel a decrease in motivation, energy, or happiness when it is raining. There's also a little bit of lackness of sunshine, too. The lack of sunlight that inevitably comes with most rainy days could also be the key to many of the low moods that we have. One reason behind this, the connection between serotonin, melatonin, and sunlight. Older research from 2008 highlights the importance of sunlight exposure for regulating serotonin levels. And as your body prepares for sleep, it converts some of the serotonin into melatonin, which supports restorative sleep. So rain clouds continually blocking out the sun can disrupt serotonin and melatonin production. This disruption can wreak havoc on your sleep schedule, which can in turn affect your energy levels and mood throughout the day. There's also a little bit of some concern about the climate change side of things, too. It can be a source of anxiety for many, and feelings of helplessness about the state of the planet could also lead to some sadness or depression. Drought, flooding, and other climate-related changes in rain patterns can also easily have an impact on your mental health. For example, a 2020 research highlights the way some people in indigenous communities responded to rain with anxiety after losing their homes to flooding in the past. A 2021 study also found evidence to suggest rising depression in regions of Iran that experience more cloud cover due to climate change. There's also boredom as well, too. Maybe you're sitting at home, you're a little bit bored, there's nothing to do. You feel like, gosh, what am I going to do? It's not a sunny day outside. I can't go outside today. Or you could and then get wet. It's natural to feel a little bit sad or maybe disappointed when rainy weather foils your go-to mood-boosting activities. And the longer you find yourself stuck indoors, the more profound these negative mood effects may become. For instance, you might experience lower energy or fatigue, when heavy rain keeps you inside, if you usually during that time head out to hike, bike, or garden, especially if you are on a regular schedule too. There are a couple other factors as well too, but let's hop on into how to handle it. The user of this article, Barrett, not only understands how rain can dampen your mood, she experienced this herself too. She even said a little bit on an explanation that she sometimes will joke with her clients where she often jokes with her clients saying that we're all solar powered, but it's obvious that the clinical practice where she might be maybe having a rainy day and there's a little streak of some depressive symptoms, things like that. So here's what you can do. Utilize light therapy. Bright light therapy is a popular treatment for seasonal depression, and research suggests that it could really help with other types of depression too. Exposure to full spectrum bright white light, particularly in the morning hours, could really help to regulate your circadian rhythm, reducing symptoms of depression. Light therapy can also boost serotonin levels in your body, reducing your susceptibility to low moods. And then you can also check out some other things there too. So there are some light therapy lamps that you can get. You can actually find them online. They have them on Healthline. There are some therapy lamps that you can actually purchase. Exercising is another one. Now, some people might want to joke and say, gosh, you want to exercise? But that can actually very help in as well too. So maybe blasting some of your favorite music, maybe having an impromptu dance party, finding a yoga, maybe high intensity interval training video on YouTube, maybe busting out your mop or vacuum and tickling some chores off your list. Ticking off some chores off your list, I should say. If you live in an especially rainy climate, you might also consider another potential option, investing in exercise equipment for your home. Another one that's very important is making sure you're getting plenty of sleep. You might find yourself feeling more tired during the dark, rainy days. The author of this article says that she encourages keeping to a regular sleep schedule as the seasons progress, which generally means sleeping in the same amount of hours no matter how light or dark it is outside. Barrett adds, quote, regulating sleep can help you feel more motivated and energized even when surrounded by rain and clouds. Another one here, of course, is resisting the urge to isolate as well. Now, this is, of course, one that a lot of us couldn't avoid during the COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of us did go through some of that, of course, with depression. I know that the mental health crisis did spike during that time as well, too. But there, of course, is professional support out there as well. The bottom line is this: rain isn't for everyone. And if it makes you feel down in the dumps, you're not alone. But just as rain has proven effects on your mood, so do many remedies that you can use to ease its impact. Trying that light therapy, prioritizing sleep and nutrition, and sticking to sunny day routines as much as possible, even when it is cloudy and rainy outside. So you can check out more details on this article and also the links directly to the sources. If you want to go straight to the sources, you can find it. This article is posted on healthline.com. You know what else I would say can help a little bit with that? Maybe doing some fun, creative activities, indoor activities, crafts, maybe making some good food, maybe making some tacos for yourself. It is a Taco Tuesday. You want to make some tacos, some good Mexican cuisine. We're going to be talking a little bit about that here too, coming up in the 12 o'clock hour. I do have a fantastic wheel that I put together here, thanks to Wheel of Names. Pretty easy to just type in the name. And I selected some Mexican restaurants in the Fox River Valley area. I'm going to spin the wheel and we're going to see which one we're going to talk about today on this Taco Tuesday. We also do have our Tradio segment at 12:30 if you're interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area. That'll be coming up. Followed by, of course, more things happening locally in the Fox River Valley area, including a reminder about today's event in downtown Elgin at the Shock Center, the Edwards Shock Center, and the Heritage Ballroom, brought to you by Food for Greater Elgin. It is the Pallet to Pallet event. I'm excited to be going out there. I hope to see you there. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit. Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Cubs beat the Angels 7-2 last night. Edward Cabrera held the Angels to a hit and a walk through 6 scoreless innings. NBA, the Spurs beat the Bulls 129-114. On the ice tonight, the Blackhawks are home against the Jets. First win of the season for the White Sox. A 9-4 victory against Miami. Miguel Vargas blew the game open with a massive grand slam and 6 RBI. Illinois men's basketball heads to Indianapolis for the Final Four this weekend. It's the first time they've made the Final Four since 2005. They'll take on the UConn Huskies, a team chasing its 3rd national title in 4 years. It's the 8th Final Four appearance for UConn. They're perfect 6-0 in national title games. Illinois in their 6th Final Four appearance. Their best result was 2005 when they were a national runner-up. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Drivers who switch their home and auto with Progressive could save money and time. Other things try to do this, but they really don't. Like the touchscreen at fast food places. It's not like you save time because it takes you longer to use a touchscreen than, I don't know, someone who works there. And another thing, you'd think it would save money because they're not paying a cashier, right? But no, same price. Also, why is there an option to tip? Who am I tipping? Exactly. Anyway, even if you can't save money and time with some things, you could with a Progressive home and auto bundle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Cubs beat the Angels 7-2 last night. Edward Cabrera held the Angels to a hit and a walk through 6 scoreless innings. NBA, the Spurs beat the Bulls 129-114. On the ice tonight, the Blackhawks are home against the Jets. First win of the season for the White Sox. A 9-4 victory against Miami. Miguel Vargas blew the game open with a massive grand slam and 6 RBI. Illinois men's basketball heads to Indianapolis for the Final Four this weekend. It's the first time they've made the Final Four since 2005. They'll take on the UConn Huskies, a team chasing its 3rd national title in 4 years. It's the 8th Final Four appearance for UConn. They're perfect 6-0 in national title games. Illinois in their 6th Final Four appearance. Their best result was 2005 when they were a national runner-up. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
Drivers who switch their home and auto with Progressive could save money and time. Other things try to do this, but they really don't. Like the touchscreen at fast food places. It's not like you save time because it takes you longer to use a touchscreen than, I don't know, someone who works there. And another thing, you'd think it would save money because they're not paying a cashier, right? But no, same price. Also, why is there an option to tip? Who am I tipping? Exactly. Anyway, even if you can't save money and time with some things, you could with a Progressive home and auto bundle. Progressive Casualty Insurance.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 5 this evening for the listening area. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely with a high near 71. Tonight, more showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, with a low around 35. Currently, it's 66 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
With Fidelity Wealth Management, a dedicated advisor gets to know you and your goals to build a comprehensive plan to help grow and protect your wealth. Backed by a team of specialists, they'll analyze all your accounts, even the ones they don't manage, to keep an eye on taxes and provide proactive portfolio insights that can help you unlock your wealth's full potential. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE.
Does your car need a shine? At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they make it quick, easy, and spotless every time. And they're open 24/7 for your convenience. Right now, get a free car wash just for joining their text club. Text BRITT to 30400 and enjoy a free car wash. Visit Britain's Touchless Car Wash at 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin or at 555 Willow in West Dundee. Britain's, caring for your car while caring for our community.
Building a house is hard, but have you tried removing one? Flood Brothers takes the mess out of demolition. With fast roll-off dumpster delivery, reliable debris pickup, and a family-owned team that takes service personally. Call 630-261-0400 or visit floodbrothersdisposal.com. Flood Brothers Disposal, proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest.
Welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. We hope that you are enjoying this morning. Now, actually, afternoon time, as it is continuing on the 31st of March. We are in the last day here of the month of March as we hop on into the month of April. So that'll be coming up tomorrow. Coming up today, of course, we have the Palate to Palate event. I'm excited to be going there. This is brought to you by Food for Greater Elgin. You can go to their website at foodforgreaterelgin.org to check out more information. You can go under Get Tickets and find information there too. Now, you can't actually get tickets now online because they are sold out for registration. There is still time, of course, to donate. You can also share on the Facebook side of things too, so you can go to Facebook and share. But this is a really great event. It grows every single year. They're expecting more than 300 guests this year from Elgin, South Elgin, East Dundee, and West Dundee areas. And all proceeds will benefit the critical work of Food for Greater Elgin in this time of unprecedented need. It's a lively party, and it's a great opportunity for network with other community leaders. We know that you are dedicated to empowering neighbors by keeping food on the tables, and they would be honored to have your presence at Palate to Palate. So this is a great, of course, time to check them out for more information. But if you already have your ticket ready to go, as we do here at WRMN, then we're going to see you tonight. It's going to be a good time. So that'll be coming up tonight. That will be at the, of course, Heritage Ballroom, which is a nice space to go to. They've added an additional 7 more vendors this year than last year. So I know last year was packed. This year is going to also be packed as well, too. So that'll be coming up. And again, you can go to their website at foodforgreaterelgin.org to learn a little bit more information on that. If you want to check out a good list of the different vendors that will be available there for you to try out their food and mingle and talk with them, that list is available. If you scroll through the different posts available on Facebook, on their Facebook page, you can find it there. Taking a look here at the weather and temperatures, we do see for today currently at 64. Temperatures are going to continue to drop now. So we have surpassed our high, and now we are looking into temperatures dropping throughout the rest of the day. Cloudy with occasional rain showers, currently 64 right now. We see a low of 35 for tonight. Cloudy, and it's going to be about a wind speed of about 10 to 20 miles per hour is coming through for today. Tomorrow, Wednesday the 1st, we see here mostly cloudy skies with a high of 44 degrees. It drops down to a low of 39. Cloudy with occasional rain showers are coming through. thunder is possible. Chance of rain is predicted to be at about 50% chance. So that's going to be coming up. That's for Wednesday, April 1st. For Thursday, we do see a high of 71 degrees, showers in the morning, and then it becomes pretty windy with a steady light rain in the afternoon. Potential for heavy rainfall. That high is going to be 71, dropping down to 45 as our low, and it's going to be a full moon coming through. That's for Thursday with a low of 45 degrees. Heading on into Friday, we do see a high of 57, some sun in the morning with some increasing amount of clouds during the afternoon. It drops down to a low of 42 degrees coming through for Friday the 3rd. That is going to be a chance of rain at 80% with some thunderstorms likely. Saturday rolls around, light rain transitioning to a few showers in the afternoon. That high is going to be about 50 degrees with wind speeds of about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Chance of rain is predicted at 70%. It drops down to a low of 31 degrees coming up for for Saturday night. And then for Sunday, it goes up again to a high of about 50 degrees like for Saturday, low of again about 31. So Saturday and Sunday are going to be very similar. Although Sunday is predicted to be considerable clouds early, and then it does start to decrease as time goes by throughout the day. So that's for Sunday. Heading on into Monday, April 6th, we see a high of 57. Intervals of clouds and sunshine are going to be coming through. It does drop down to a low of 41 degrees and a few clouds from time to time coming through. That is for Monday night. Tuesday rolls around. We do see a high of 51. It's going to be cloudy skies early and then partly cloudy later in the afternoon. It does drop down to a low of 34 degrees coming up, partly cloudy skies, wind speeds of about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then if you look even further into the month of April, it does look like more showers are going to be coming through as expected because April showers do bring those May flowers. And you can check out more information on the forecast, weather, and temperatures on their website. And again, that is on the Weather Channel. Before we head on into our break, I just want to remind you, you're listening to WRMN. We are excited to be playing the Fox Sports Network here on WRMN, so stay tuned for that. Definitely looking forward to that. That's going to be coming up here. We'll get you more information on the timeline of the schedule of events here as well. I know, of course, with Out to Lunch, we're going to be trying to work through some things where I can actually physically go out to some places. So live on the air right now, of course, is Out to Lunch, during which we start the Fox Sports is when it is going to be Fox Sports that's playing. So Out to Lunch won't be publicly on the air side of things. We'll be on the YouTube side of things still with the schedule and the lineup. So still we'll be able to have shows like Sherry's Senior Moments at that time, Travel Tuesdays. We'll also have, of course, Chamber Chat, and then we'll have it play at a specific time during the day on the air. So it will play on the air. It'll just be a set time. So we'll work through that. We'll get you in that information as time goes by. Try to do that sooner than later, so please be patient. We appreciate everyone's patience with this transformation into the Fox Sports. We're excited to be playing the Fox Sports here on WRMN on that AM 1410 dial. So that's what we've got going on. The time is approaching 14 past the hour, so what we're going to do is take a quick time out. When we come back, we will spin our wheel of names, and we will see which restaurant to talk about today on this Taco Tuesday. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert
expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
This is Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town WRMN. National news at the top of every hour and local news and weather at the bottom. Find more information about programming and current events at WRMN1410.com. News, weather, and entertainment across the Fox River Valley here on WRMN 1410 AM, the Talk of the Town.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Thank you! Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. We want to say thank you again to the sponsor for today's show. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They're a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Now, of course, with it being the lunchtime here, it is the 12 o'clock segment. We are going to be spinning a wheel, and this is a wheel that I created from Wheel of Names, so I didn't actually make the generation of it, just typed in some terms and you're ready. I mean, that's pretty much it. So with that being said, it is a Taco Tuesday today, and I thought to myself, well, why don't we spin the wheel and see which place that does offer some very good tacos, mind you, all of them do, that we'll talk about today. So here are the list of those options that I have. El Paraiso Mexican Grill, Mr. Caesar's Mexican Grill, Casa Tequilas, Los Comales, Taqueria Parrilla Azteca, El Faro Restaurante, as well as Del Toro Taco Grill, Sammy's Mexican Grill as well. And then a spin again in case I get that. But with that being said, those are the list of different businesses I chose from today. on this Taco Tuesday, and I'm going to spin the wheel and see which one we are going to talk about today. Is that wheel sound? All right, so it looks like it is an old friend of ours, Sammy's Mexican Grill. We're going to be talking about them today. Yes, an old friend of ours here on WRMN. Sammy's Mexican Grill is the one that we are going to be discussing today. Let's take a look at this one. Now, many of us already know about Sammy's Mexican Grill, of course, been there multiple times before, but let me tell you, they've got some pretty good tacos. And actually, this is a good one because this is the one on the list that I've been to. The other ones, I actually had never been to before. So this actually works out for me because I can give my own testimonials on this. But this is Sammy's Mexican Grill and Bar. They have a good amount of locations. You can check them out. They have them in Elgin and also in Roselle. Now, my own personal favorite there, of course, as we are talking a Taco Tuesday, I do like their burgers. They do have a spicy burger that's very good. I enjoy it. It comes with some sort of a spicy sauce. I'm not even quite sure what it is. I'll have to take a look at the dinner menu and see what that one is. But they do have a really good burger. Oh, you can download the menu. I see. Okay, well, now let's take a look at the menu so you can download it for yourself. I know we're talking a little bit about this here, with it being a Taco Tuesday today. I'll have to wait and see when that does pop up, that menu. But with that being said, again, it is print ready, so you can print it out for yourself. Just got to wait for it to load. There it is, their menu. It has been updated as well, too, which is great. So you can find them. But let's see what they've got here. So for tacos, as it is a Taco Tuesday, what do they have on their taco menu? Well, they have a good list of choices to choose from, something for everyone of every choice. So signature tacos included, of course, served with a side of rice and beans. Gluten-free is also served with corn tortillas. You can do an alambre tacos, which includes 4 for $23 or 2 for $15. It includes skirt steak, chorizo, bacon, melted Chihuahua cheese. Okay, now I got to figure out what this is. What is a Chihuahua cheese? Because now I'm curious. I know I'm sidetracking. Chihuahua cheese. Okay, queso Chihuahua. It is a semi-soft, pale yellow Mexican cheese with a mild, buttery flavor, similar to Monterey Jack. Excuse me, Monterey Jack. I said Monterey. I don't know where that came from. They also do offer surf and turf taco dinner. You can do it with grilled shrimp and steak tacos, topped with guacamole, pico de gallo, creamy chipotle mayo. Now, I know, of course, you can choose from a lot of different custom-made tacos. I wanted to tell you a little bit about the burger that I've had there before. I want to see if I can find it here on the menu. I think it is probably listed under From the Grill. I'll have to take a look and see. There it is. That is it. At the very bottom of the page, if you scroll down a little bit more, I'm going to do that here for you. It is called the Jalisco Burger. Now, this is for $16, not too bad, and you get a lot of food with it, too. It's a grilled Angus beef patty. It's marinated with Patron Silver, also topped with chorizo, bacon, chipotle mayo, guacamole, and tomato, served with homemade fries, and it is very, very good. That's my own personal favorite that I like to get if I do go to Sammy's Mexican Grill. I do enjoy their Jalisco burger. Very good. And again, for the price too, coming with those sides of fries, you get a lot of fries, and the burger patty is quite large. So you can even do it as a take-home. I will advise you, it is very, very messy. Not complaining. I don't mind eating messy food, but I'm just saying if you're trying to be prim and proper, this is not the food option for you because it is messy. They give you a lot of food on there. The chorizo is delicious. The bacon, chipotle mayo, that's where the spice comes in with the chipotle mayo. It's very delicious. You also get the guacamole on there too, and it's house and fresh made. So it's very delicious. That's my own personal favorite at Sammy's Mexican Grill. You can also do desserts as well too. You can even just come for desserts or some drinks as well at their bar. They have a cake or dessert of the week, so you would ask your server for the details. They also do have fried ice cream, which is very good. I've had that before, and also flan, which is very good. You can also try milkshakes. They do offer milkshakes, so you can get your Mexican-style burger with a milkshake. Sounds pretty good. They offer salads, fajitas, side dishes. You can do tortillas, sour cream. You can do nachos. You can do even something called the WRMN. It's a fusion masterpiece. So that one you can try out. It is a beef with ramen. So it's a combination of the two. So it's the experience there. They also do have a list of the allergies and things like that. The atmosphere is very nice in there as well, too. So that is one that I wanted to, that we decided to talk about today based off of the spinning of the wheel at Sammy's Mexican Grill. It's a good place to go to. And it's also right near a couple other really good places as well. So you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner all there. Say you want breakfast, Country Donuts. Lunch, Sammy's Mexican Grill. Dinner, you could go to Maciano's. So it's a good list of places that you can check out. So yes, that's a good place to check out there too. I'll have to maybe visit the wheel back again here. Let's see another place. We'll take a look and see what comes up. We'll see another place that we can talk about with the couple minutes that we have left here. Is it going to be the same one? No. Okay, so here we go. This is the Del Toro Taco Grill. We'll talk about this one, see what's going on here with the Del Toro Taco Grill. So you look up Del Toro Taco Grill. This is located in Elgin. This is a good place that you can go to. It's a small, tiny little place. They are located at Waverly Drive in Elgin. If you're familiar with where that is, they have it available there. That is their taco and grill. So it's right near, there's a Little Caesars over there, I do believe. So you can find that there. You can order offline, of course, online if you want to check out their menu. It's available. So they offer their steak tacos, veggie taco dinners, and more. There's also some pictures of their menu that you can check out. So you can do some side orders on there too, different dinners that they have for $15. You can, of course, try their taco dinner. You get 3 tacos for $13.50. It also includes rice and beans. You can also try their burrito dinner, quesadilla dinner, tamale. They've got a whole list of different options. Hopefully I'm making you hungry, and maybe you've already bought your tickets to Palate to Palate. You're going to definitely find some really great options like I am reading to you today, right now, at the Palate to Palate event. So it's going to be good. You can also get desserts, flan, choco flan, and churros. Always delicious. You get a churro for $2. That's not too bad. They also do offer a good list of drinks, including Mexican Coke, which is so good. So good. Absolutely delicious. You can also try horchatas and some more. You can do chips and guacamole. They offer tamales, chicken or pork. So a good list of different options. And again, if you're vegetarian, they also do have that too. If you're looking for a party, they do offer a taco tray. So you get 20 tacos in your choice of meat with cilantro and onion or lettuce and tomatoes, salsa included for $44. It's not too bad. At least that was posted 4 years ago. Maybe the price has gone up. But with that being said, that's still a pretty good deal, especially if you are looking to have a party. So again, there are a lot of good places that you can check out here too. If you want to view the Wheel of Names, there's a couple other ones. Again, El Paraiso, Los Comales, there's El Faro Restaurant, and more. So those are just some of the many from the list that I made with the wheel. So definitely a good one to check out. Lots of different local businesses that are around the Fox River Valley area. If you do want to take a look at some restaurants, I did mention this a little earlier today. Fox Valley Magazine does have their March issue. And in the March issue is a directory of the Fox Valley restaurants. So they have a full directory of so many of the different Fox Valley restaurants that you can go to. So I would definitely highly recommend checking that out, saving it for yourself, printing it, whatever you'd like to do. If you're a connoisseur, you want to try out some different restaurants. Maybe you want to do a little bit of a food hop in the month of April, hopping to different places. Also using that in terms because it's coming up to Easter as well. There's tons of different places that you can go to. Whether you're looking for something a little bit more on the casual side of things, maybe you're looking for something a little bit more on the fancier side of things, those are out there for you, waiting to be discovered, waiting for you to discover them so that you can get it to your palate, right? I think that's important. So with that being said, we're going to be taking our quick time out, bottom of the hour news and messages from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll get into our Tradio segment. If we are looking for something to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. It's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, you can post it on Tradio. Of course, as well, too, you can find other different things that are going to be coming up. I will make sure to tell you about some of them and what is going on locally in the Fox River Valley area. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch in just a little bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Cintas. Illinois Secretary of State Alexi Janulius is warning residents about a spike in scam text messages posing as his office or the DMV. The messages threaten license suspension or registration cancellation. Officials say do not respond, click links, or share any personal information. A measure in the Illinois House would require Latin American history to be taught in elementary and high schools. The proposal aims to highlight Latino contributions to U.S. and Illinois history. If approved, the curriculum could begin as soon as the next school year. Illinois State Police say all 169 emergency call centers statewide have transitioned to Next Generation 911. The upgrade replaces the old voice system with an internet-based network to improve accuracy and response times. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Welcome to downtown Elgin, where businesses, community, and creativity come together. The Downtown Neighborhood Association provides valuable, complimentary services to all downtown businesses, organizations, property owners, and residents, helping you gain exposure and thrive. Whether you're already part of the district or exploring a new downtown location, DNA is here to help your vision grow. Join us in creating a vibrant, connected, and successful downtown Elgin. Call now 847-488-1456, or you can email info@downtownelgin.com. Ask for Jennifer Facala. Downtown Neighborhood Association, where the heart of business beats strong.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely with a high near 71. Rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 35 and a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 of an inch possible. Currently, it's 65 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. It looks like there was just a very small accident that did just occur about 2-3 minutes ago on the corner of East Chicago Street and South Grove Avenue, blending into Douglas. Now, please try to avoid that area. It doesn't look like anyone's hurt, but there was an accident that just happened about 2-3 minutes ago right now. So if you are coming this way onto Douglas, if you are passing the shawarma stop, if you are going towards East Chicago Street, South Grove, towards where Viator Coffee is, along South Grove Avenue, try to avoid that area in the time being, at least as of right now. I'll keep you up to date if the cars do move. Doesn't look like there's a lot of damage to the cars, but they did crash. I did hear it. It was quite a loud bang there. So please try to avoid that area. East Chicago Street, if you are going north on East Chicago Street, it does look like, again, they're blocking some of that intersection over there between South Grove and East Chicago Street. It looks like both of the vehicle drivers are okay. They're talking it out outside right now. But just wanted to inform you on that. Please try to avoid East Chicago Street going north that way, as it is a one-way anyway. So try to avoid that. If you need to, I would recommend taking probably, if you are trying to get into the city, if you are on South State Street, maybe taking National Street, going that way instead until that is cleared up there. Again, it's not a super immense accident that happened, but it is definitely one that is, the cars are in the way too. They're going to try to get that fixed. So just wanted to throw that information here live on the air. Just happened about 5 minutes ago. It does look like everyone is okay though, so that is good. At least physically okay. So again, please try to avoid East Chicago Street going up north and South Grove. If you are planning on going a little bit more east, maybe you're coming down from, for example, along the Fox River, going a little bit more southwest, and then you make that turn in South Grove, where it's that turn into South Grove. Just make sure about that too. So just wanted to put that information out there for you, because that recently just did happen. We'll keep you up to date on that. We are in our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, now's the time to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, you can post it here on Tradio. This is the time to call in. You're looking for a particular item that you are trying to get rid of. You want something that you're looking for your collection, right? I know spring cleaning is coming up, but also maybe spring collecting too. Collecting seasons. The weather gets a little bit nicer. It stopped raining now. We're actually starting to see a little bit of some sun coming through right now too, so that's pretty nice. But let's go through our Tradio callers who has recently called in within the past couple of weeks. We have a Tradio caller in Hampshire. She's got lots of things for sale, including, of course, 2 sofas, dining room table, so much more. She's got a brown sofa. She'll take $400 for that, or best offer. She has a 65-inch TV. Comes with appliances at $450 or best offer. Also has a washer and dryer, and has a Hoover shampooer for $100 too. She also has a leaf blower, some aluminum ladders. Call and tell her who you are first. You can reach out to her via her cell phone number or also her landline. That's 847 for her cell phone number. It's 847-502-4612. That's 847-502-4612. And then the landline number is 847-695-9881. That's 847-695-9881. Another Tradio caller here has 4 colonial pine tables from the 1980s, looking for a good offer on those, at least $100 for all 4 of them. She also has a new Bun coffee machine for $10. Now, I looked up yesterday online how much they go for. You're getting a really good deal on that, so I would recommend calling her especially. Also, she has a wetback for your car, too, if you need it. So that number to dial is 847-209-7765. That's 847-209-7765. Another Tradio caller is looking for a window washer. If anyone out there might know of one, please feel free to reach out to this caller. That number to dial is 847-308-1455. That's 847-308-1455. Another Tradio caller here. Patrick's looking for a wood chipper for sale. So if anyone out there might know of someone who has a wood chipper, please feel free to reach out. And that number to dial is 224-735-1674. That's 224-735-1674. Another Tradio caller here has a Bayliner boat for sale. It's in pretty good condition. If anyone out there might want one, it's been used very little. It has a trailer that also comes with it too. And then they also have a 1946 Chevy 110 truck. Best offer on both of them. Please leave a message. That number to dial is 847-464-5830. That's 847-464-5830. Another Tradio caller here. Greg is looking for some bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. They can be really in any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he will pay a fair price on those. He's also looking for old gas tether cars from the 50s and the 60s. He's looking for old slot cars or slot car parts, mainly 124 scale cars, HO as well. He's got a son looking for some Pokemon cards. And then for sale, he has the Bailey Blue hat for sale. It comes in the box. He's got the Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker, which is in the color ivory for $400. And then he's got the twin 312 Goose Island bicycle that runs pretty good for $99. If you want to reach out, you know that number. It's 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. That's the number to dial if you want to reach out. With this being said here, let's see what else is going on locally here in the Fox River Valley area. What are some things coming up, things to look forward to, and things to take note of? Traffic is expected to be backed up starting next week in Kane County as workers install fiber optic cables along several roadways west of St. Charles. This is a recent article posted by Shaw Local, reshared by the Kane County Chronicle. Now, some of the roads will be a little west of the Fox River, so they'll be extending into Plato Township, north of Kempton Hills. Flaggers are going to be slowing down vehicles along Randall Road, Burlington, and Silver Glen roads, according to the release by the Kane County Division of Transportation. So, again, just wanted to throw that information out there for you to expect some of those delays, especially since this is a 7-week project that will be slowing some traffic west of St. Charles in King County. Now, if you want to read the full article for yourself, you can find it. It's posted on Shaw Local News Network. You do have to subscribe to their page. But again, you can find generally this information also on Kane County Chronicle too. Some of the comments in the page will also tell you a little bit of information based off of what they were able to find in this article. So definitely check it out. Make sure that you're prepared for that. With the road work ahead, expect some delays. Again, this is once again the 7-week project, slowing some traffic west of St. Charles and St. Charles and King County. So just wanted to put that information out there for you in terms of the news side of things. And then also in some other news here as well, Elgin Community College has a free Experience ECC open house that's returning Wednesday, April 15th. And this is going to be from 5:30 p.m. until 8 p.m., inviting prospective students and community members to explore academic programs, connect with faculty and staff, and discover what's possible. So if you want to read that article, it is available to be found on elgin.edu. This is the Experience ECC Open House. For those planning for their college journey or curious about the process, this is a really great opportunity to discover how ECC can also help too. So please feel free to do that. We've got the phone lines here. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Matt, it's Dave.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
I just got information just outside of the studio on Douglas and Chicago Street.
Yes.
Car just drove into the building.
Yep, I did just mention that. I mentioned that right as I got back on the air. Yeah, I did hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People calling me keep telling me there's a car right into the building.
Yep, I did read about that. It did run into the building.
Yeah, from the witness it said that it's partly into the building.
Partly into the building. Okay, I didn't see that. I had just seen two other cars.
It looks like two cars hit each other and one went right into the building.
Oh, there was a third one. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So that's good to know. I did announce that right when I came back onto the air. I said try to avoid the going up East Chicago Street.
Yeah, I would avoid that area right now. It's kind of a mess.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So, all right, I appreciate it.
Bye.
Yep. Okay. Bye-bye now. Yeah, I'm on top of things. You might think I'm not. I am. I definitely am on top of things. Yes, I did hear it. It was pretty loud. Everyone in the area definitely heard it. It was quite loud. And I knew right away it was a crash, so I wanted to make sure to get on the air and tell you about that. But thank you again, David Teese, for letting us know also as well. But again, if you want to read that article, it's elgin.edu/news. You can find that on the elgin.edu website for more info. The time is 45 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out, and we'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out, every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
The new novel, titled DUI Jury Trial, is the true story of two lawyers who defend a truck driver who is charged with DUI. If he's convicted, this truck driver faces a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a truck again. This 3-year legal battle culminates in a courtroom showdown, which involves the testimony of a DUI expert witness. This book, DUI Jury Trial, is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
It's tax season, and by now, I know you're a bit tired of the numbers, but here's an important one you need to hear. $16 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud. Not all grim news. LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second for your personal information and alerts you to threats that you could easily miss on your own. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist is going to fix it. Save up to 40% off your first year with the promo code BECK, 1-800-LifeLock or LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
This is Linda Rock sharing stories that were in the Elgin Courier News on March 31st, 1926. March made its debut late Elgin like the proverbial lion, and its exit will be made in the same roaring fashion with its accompaniment of heavy snow flurries and colder temperatures, with crippled streetcar service, stalled automobiles, and a setback to traffic movement generally in its wake. No immediate relief from present conditions is promised by the weather forecaster, the official prediction being more snow tonight with a maximum low temperature of 23. The present inclemency will continue for 24 hours. Elgin this morning was digging itself out of the snow from 4 to 10 inches of it. The high wind of last night piled up drifts from 2 feet to 6 feet in height on walks and streets. The wet and heavy texture of the snow has greatly retarded vehicular and streetcar traffic. With the heaviest snowfall on the ground in many seasons of spring, prospects for a pleasant vacation for the school children were questionable. The YMCA comes to the rescue and announces that the YMCA will host an open house Thursday or Friday of this week from 8:30 in the morning to 9 o'clock in the evening of each of the 2 days named. Special games have been arranged in the gymnasium, swimming pool, and boys department. There will be no charge of any kind made, and every boy in town, whether in grade or high school, is cordially invited to come down to the Y.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
And that is what happened on this day 100 years ago here in Elgin. Interesting to hear a little bit about the fact that it snowed that much during that time. So, like I had mentioned earlier, because I did play this during the community hour, it can snow. It snows in late March, early April. The wacky Illinois weather has been around for a century at least. So there you go. With that being said, we still have a little bit of time left here, so what I want to do is continue on talking more about what's happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area. So let's see what is going on. We have here, of course, a Blackberry Farm has a special sale that's going on right now, so if you want to enjoy that, you can get those season passes through April 30th. You save an extra $5 on that, which is great. So that was recently posted under the Fox Valley Park District. If you also want to check out other things that are coming up here too, you can do so. They are calling all aspiring athletes. The spring session of MVP sports classes are starting the week of April 6th. Kids will get the opportunity to develop their sports skills and learn about sportsmanship to help prepare them for a league play. Choose from a variety of sports, including soccer, basketball, as well as flag football and more. You can register online, following the link. And you can find that posted, and that is beginning of the week of April 6th. So it's coming up very, very soon here. So if you want to check it out, that's posted under the Fox Valley Park District on their website. You can register for the MVP sports classes, meet the MVP coaches as well too. Check out their video that they have available on their YouTube page. So you can find that. It does have the list of the activity search of what specific teams and sports categories you are looking for to sign up for. There are a total of 4 page worths. So definitely check it out. Of course, we did mention it is a Taco Tuesday today. You can enjoy Taco Tuesday with the Elgin Area Taco Trail. Get ready to level up your week with the tastiest adventure around. They've got 17 incredible local spots serving up pure deliciousness. You can grab your free Taco Trail passport, collect 10 stamps from participating restaurants, and be entered to win a gift card. Don't forget you can share your taco adventures by using those hashtags too. There's some great places to go to. El Patio, Sammy's Mexican Grill, which we talked about today. No Manches Mexican Grill in Carpentersville, and Alexander's does have some Mexican cuisine that you can try out. So good list of some delicious options to choose from, and that is all at exploreelginarea.com. You can also go to exploreelginarea.com itself, check out what's happening here. Today is the last day to check out the Elgin exhibit at the Gail Borden Public Library. I'm not quite sure if they're taking them down yet, but today's the last day. So definitely check it out. Still going on. Today's the last day to get in on the exhibit. That is located again at that's at the Gail Borden Public Library. That's the main library branch to go to. So definitely check that out as well. You can also find as well here too some different expeditions that are going on, fun things to do locally in the area. You can also find Spring Break Art Camp at Side Street Studio Arts, so that's something that's coming up there too. There's a comedy, juggling, and variety show at Gail Borden Library. That's at 270 North Grove in Elgin. That will be coming up later tonight from 4 until 5 p.m., so that sounds like a lot of fun. And then, of course, the big event that we're going to be out at, Palette to Palette 2026. That'll be coming up later tonight from 5:30 until 8:30 p.m. That's at the Center of Elgin. That's at the Heritage Ballroom. As always, this year's event will feature an array of professional chefs and their favorite culinary creations. A cash bar will be available to complement the small bites, and as will music and even a game or two. That's a lot of fun. So maybe we'll be playing some games. It is also Taco and Trivia Tuesdays at the Assembly in West Dundee. That is from 5:30 until 9 p.m. It's a Taco Tuesday and a Trivia Tuesday. It's for $9.99 per person, and that's from 5 until 8 p.m. It's an all-you-can-eat beef taco bar. That's from 6 until 8 o'clock, and it's free to play, and you could potentially win some really great prizes. You can also find here, too, Bannerman Sports Grill is located in Bartlett. Bingo Tuesdays will be featured there. Free bingo every Tuesday. That's at 6:30 p.m. 10 games, 10 prizes, including a weekly chance at getting $500 for the cash jackpot every week. They also do have their $11 burgers, domestic bottles at $3.95, and $5.50 craft drafts, cans, and bottles. So it's a great opportunity to get on out and have some fun, whether it's yourself or you do it with some partners or some friends or family members. You can also check out here, of course, lots of other fun trivia coming up on Wednesdays and Thursdays. There's also karaoke Thursdays at some local places here, some local staples in the Fox River Valley area. So if you want to check out some of that, you can find that at exploreelginarea.com. That's exploreelginarea.com. And even in Bartlett, there is a Splash Central event that's coming up. This is called the annual Aqua Egg Hunt at Splash Central. Instead of hiding eggs in your yard, they are going to be tossing them into the activity pool. So you'll have to look in the pool to find them. That sounds like a lot of fun. I just hope the kids don't get too rowdy and try to splash each other too much if one gets an egg and then the other one's like, that should have been mine, and then the kids start splashing each other and they don't want to get water in their eyes type of thing. But sounds like a lot of fun, though, nonetheless. That's coming up April 3rd. That's at 10 o'clock. So that'll be at 10 o'clock here. And again, this does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. We have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn coming up next. He's going to be talking a little bit about daily immunity and heart health, covering some also the latest headlines. Easter candy prices surging 67% since 2020. Restaurants debate no-tip policies, and an Utah mom facing charges over kidnapping her son's bully. So stay tuned for that. That's on What's Cooking Today on CRN here on WRMN. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in.